is Cricket from the Coat Hangers, and you're listening to Drop the Mic.
So, who's going for a walk with me tomorrow morning? TJ?
I can't go. I have to go to school tomorrow.
You're always invited.
So what? So what, school? Go on a walk with your grandma.
Right, TJ. I love the company.
Look, an issue with your grandma goes walking in the morning by herself. You can't get your ass out of bed an hour earlier. What if she gets raped? You ever heard of Granny Killer?
The granny killer?
Yeah, the Granny Killer. He killed like 13 or 14 old ladies. You should choke them with their dirty panties and shit. I don't think he cockfucked them all, but he would finger fuck them all.
That's enough.
I don't care, I'm just saying. Your grandma has to go for a walk. You should go. So she doesn't get raped.
What would anyone rape me?
Fuck, you find out. People do it. There's some sick fucks out there.
This is episode 87, Fight Fire with Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, podcast friends. We are your hosts, The Swan and J-Dub. Tonight we are reviewing the underrated flick Hesher, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Natalie Portman, Rainn Wilson, and Devin Brocho.
Oh, yeah.
Before we dive into this beast, we're going to hit you with a little pop news.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
All right, man. So, what do you got for us, James?
All right. So, Disney has released the name of its streaming service that's going to be coming out, I think, next year. It's called Disney Plus.
Ah.
So, and they're going to be they're going to be having a lot of original content, series, and I think probably movies at some point. But a lot of their stuff is going to be, like we said before, getting taken down from Netflix, and it's going to go straight to there. But along with that news, Netflix's prices may be going up next year with the emergence of Disney Plus. That's one of their excuses. With the improvements that they're coming along with Netflix and the way they're improving it, I guess every once in a while when it gets updated, they believe that it's worth the extra $2 or $3, whatever.
It's going to be that much.
Whatever they're going to be end up raising it. That's their excuse, along with the competition of Disney Plus. So they need to compete with that, and I guess the manpower that they're using to increase its functionality on consoles or your phone or whatever.
I would say my personal favorite layout would be the consoles.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For Netflix.
Yes.
Where it plays automatically plays the trailers for you and stuff, and it's just a really nice looking streaming service when it's on through your console.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
But speaking on that a little bit, I don't know. Netflix was cool because it was reasonable, and now it's getting it kind of out of hand. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, as much as I like the shows that they have, it's I feel like they're kind of been the ones that are lacking.
Yeah.
With not original content, with movies and stuff that they have on there, it's like I feel myself going to this. I have Stars, or I have Hulu, I have Prime, and I'm always going to somewhere. I'm like, oh, Netflix, and then I move on to something else.
Yeah, because you can only scroll through so many, title menus.
Netflix is cool. They're getting me with the original shows.
And I think that's one of the big reasons is their original content. I'm assuming that with raising prices, they must be cranking out some more original content soon. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're constantly coming out with new stuff every month, it seems like. But
Especially canceling some of the big stuff that we've already talked about.
Yeah.
They'll have some room to play with, you know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's a little bit of Netflix news. Some more Disney news. Rogue One is getting a prequel series.
Really?
Because again, we need to know more about Diego Luna's character. It's going to be focusing around his character and everything that he went through before Rogue One.
That's very random.
It's like getting a solo movie that we really wanted.
And it's Diego Luna returning?
He's coming back. He signed on. He's actually, I know the whole cast of Rogue One signed contracts for multi-movie deals, but I'm not sure. I mean, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, everyone dies in that movie.
Well, I mean, come on, A New Hope.
Yeah.
Everybody, you already know him for years.
Yeah.
If you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess they're kind of still kind of. I think they're backtracking on that whole laying off of Star Wars. I know they said they wanted to lay off of Star Wars because they feel like it's getting just diluted with so many Star Wars movies and shows that they have out now already.
It sure fucking seems that way, man.
Yeah, but I mean, that also means more toys that they can come out with.
Oh, yeah.
And that always makes money for them because there's always collectible stuff.
I was actually surprised that they have so much Rogue One gear out because that's a darker kind of story.
The one thing I liked about that film was that it didn't feel so much like a Star Wars movie, and it did have a different type of
because it straight away, which that was everybody's problem with it.
Yeah,
the Star Wars nut huggers, they're like, when I want to go to see a Star Wars film, I want Jedis and
I want lightsabers and the Force. Yeah,
and it's like, well, this is called the Star Wars story, man. Like,
yeah, it's in that universe, but it has nothing to do with.
That was what I thought it got right.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah. Rogue One was great. And I don't know if we really need the series, but I mean, we'll have to wait and check it out, I guess.
Yeah, and we'll have to get Disney Plus. Well, who knows how much it's going to be. I don't think they released a price or anything for it. But probably expect that in the next year or so.
It's because nobody wants to pay to buy their stuff because it's all so expensive.
Yeah,
it's all like $25 and up for everything. Mm-hmm. Nothing ever drops.
It's crazy. Yeah, none of their stuff ever drops. I've gone because I have Jordan, so I want to go buy him some.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Pixar movies, and the damn Toy Story movies are still $25, and they've been out for 15 years.
You're all, son, you're getting the DVD.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Just wait for it to come out on.
You're gonna watch The Grain. I don't care.
Yeah, I got it on VHS somewhere. But moving on to some more Disney Plus news. Tom Hiddleston, I talked about this a little bit. I think he's going to be getting his own Loki series on Disney Plus. That's something that I don't know if it's going to take place before or after.
So it's not in canon, or
I have no idea. I don't know. There's no really a timeline that they released of if it's taking place after Infinity War or before. I would assume it's before, but
because of
but you never know with Loki because he's never really gone.
That's true.
But yeah, that and Pedro Pascal. Do you know who that is?
No.
He's the guy from. He was in Narcos, I think, the second season. He was in the second Kingsman movie, the guy with the whip.
Oh yeah.
He is going to be the lead in the new Star Wars, The Mandalorian. The one.
The one
Favreau is directing. So look forward to some more news on that. He just signed the deal, I guess, recently. So that news is just pretty new. What else do we got? We're getting a Shrek reboot.
Oh yeah, that was some big news for the week.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. And from what I read, maybe I read it wrong. They're still keeping the same, is voice actors.
So when they say reboot, do they really mean that it's just being brought back to life? after a few years of being dormant, or are they kick-starting it over, which makes no sense at all? Why would we need that? Why not just continue the story arcs that they've already done?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know.
Shrek has a big following. You don't need to start it over.
You don't, because you're just going to confuse kids anyways. I mean, the kids who watch the older ones.
Well, I feel like I think Shrek came out when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
So that was really more our
stuff.
our generational stuff. So I mean,
I know kids, like young kids, still watch it. They know what Shrek is.
Yeah.
But
because it's a big thing, DreamWorks.
Yeah. I know they had the Puss in Boots movie a while ago.
The spin-off. Yeah.
They had the series. I think that's actually on Netflix.
That's what I'm saying. Why start over?
And that's the thing too. If they're keeping the same if they're keeping the same voice actors from the entire 4 movies, whatever.
So it's still Mike Myers, as far as you know.
That's what I read. I'm not sure if that's true.
Because that would be, honestly, it's like Kung Fu Panda without Jack Black. You cannot. It's not ever going to be the same. It's not going to hit those strings. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because you're so used to that character.
Yes.
And the way he's portrayed, or those characters portrayed.
You're going the right way for a smack bottom.
Yeah. Oh, Shrek. But so that's that little bit of Shrek news. If anyone's a fan. Actually, and then who's the director of Avatar? James Cameron?
Yeah. Yes.
He is. I guess they're apparently finished filming 2 and 3 already.
For Avatar.
Yeah,
they're done.
He took to Twitter or something, and he said all the main cast is all done shooting, and now it's all just basically stunt work. The stuntmen are going to be doing it with mocap.
Well, I guess that makes sense because it's probably all shot on
a green screen,
sound stages.
Yeah.
So, that makes sense.
But so I guess those
really cranking it out there.
3 are done. I guess I didn't even know they were really filming. I didn't know they were that deep into it. But so I guess that's if you're looking forward to that, get ready. Probably in the next maybe 2020, because I have to imagine there's so much visual CGI and effects they have to do for those. It's like rendering and everything.
Yeah.
But that probably takes like a year to do that,
if not more.
Yeah.
You never know.
What else do we get? The final season of Game of Thrones is going to premiere April 2019.
Yeah, some more big news. Yep.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be actually shorter. The seasons are shorter. In this last season, I don't remember. I think it was like 12 or 13. And I think this season is going to be like 7 or something. But the episodes are actually going to be longer. So they're doing like 7 episodes, but like an hour and a half long episodes.
Oh, okay.
Just not that many episodes altogether in the season. But and I think I read somewhere that they're getting ready for a prequel series for Game of Thrones.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah,
because Game of Thrones is that big juggernaut, one of the most watched series ever in history. But not by me.
But so look forward to a prequel if my reading was correct. Like you said, I know you're not a fan of it.
No, I can see why people are drawn to it.
Yeah,
but I'm just not a fan of the medieval stuff so much. I guess
makes sense.
That's all.
What else do I get? It also looks like we're going to be getting, along with AMC doing a Walking Dead trilogy of movies, they're going to be doing a Breaking Bad movie that is a sequel to the series.
Really?
And Aaron Paul has signed on, and he's going to be reprising his role as Jesse Pinkman.
So is it really just kind of about where Jesse's character goes?
I would assume.
Since
I don't know if they're going to do that to kind of maybe my theory is they're gonna do this movie to get some hype back up about Breaking Bad. I mean, Breaking Bad is a huge show, anyways. When it was